August and we're so excited to welcome you back to the new school year. We thought we'd kick things off with a little simple project to mark the start of the school year and something that will take us through the next few weeks that we can observe and hopefully you'll have a space that you can transplant this little seed starting kit out into your outdoor space, or maybe even into a pot that you want to grow in a container and see and watch over time how things change. The garden is always a place to me where it allows us to slow down and really notice things and have patience. So I hope that you have some fun with this project. Let me show you what we've got in your kit. You're going to be receiving 2 soil pellets. These might look a little strange to you when you're thinking, soil, how am I going to plant a seed in this? Well, wait just a minute. There's going to be some fun with that. You'll also have 2 seeds because sometimes one might not germinate or start to grow. So you want a second chance. And so we'll have 2 seeds. In here, if you choose to use this is a little plant marker. You can write the name, the type of seed that you have, or your name, or the date is also a good thing to remind you when you first planted your seeds. Or maybe you want to give your plants your own name, your own made-up name. So that's up to you. You're gonna have a plastic cup. If you prefer a different pot or space to plant your seeds in, that is totally your choice. But if you don't have a spot already, this cup is a great place to start your project. So what you wanna do is get your soil, and you're gonna need some water to activate these soil pellets because they're too dry for a seed to grow. So you're gonna put in your pellet. I like to do it one at a time because I really like to have fun with this part. And I brought out a small jar of water because it's really easy to add too much. And so it's best if you add a little bit, and if you don't get enough, then you can always add more. But if once you have too much and it's flooded, it's hard to remove without losing some of your soil. So I like to put in the water and start to see what happens. I don't want to give away too many secrets here in this video. I want you to experience some of the magic that's happening, but you'll get a little sneak peek. So as I start to work with my soil, I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. The water allows it to change and get in there, feel it. Feel the soil, notice the soil. You might even try to see if it has any scent to it and see how has it changed from what you got originally to what happens after a little bit of water. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my second pellet and some more water. Again, less at the beginning. I can always go back and add more if I need to. Once I've had a chance to work with that soil, and I have another one that I've prepared ahead of time here that's ready to go. So it went from these pellets to I've got about 3/4 of the way up filled with soil in my cup. Now, my trick for planting seeds is that I look at the size of my seed, and that's about how deep I want to plant my seed. So the bigger the seed, the deeper it needs to go into my soil. The smaller the seed, the more shallow. So this is a decent sized seed. I'm gonna put it into my cup, and I have to make room for 2. So I'm gonna lay them in the top here and just make sure that they would have enough space. And I'm just gonna gently push them down into the soil and cover them up. Now, in order for my seeds to begin to sprout, they have to stay moist. So the weather right now outside is really hot. And in a small pot like this, my seeds are gonna dry out very quickly. So I suggest if you have a small container like this, that you keep it inside your house for these first few days especially, checking it every day, add a little bit of water. You might even have one of these hanging around or a small watering can where you can add a little bit of water at a time so that you don't see a pool forming at the top. You don't want a big puddle of water. That's too much water for your seeds. So you want to find that just right spot with the watering. So have fun, see what happens. I can't wait to meet you in just a few short days and hear all about how your seeds are doing.